We're up now.
Check.
What's up, Tennessee Ticks? It is Tennessee, right? Is that what the TN stands for?
Chicken
Tennessee
Chicken.
Ticks. We're Hump Day Trio, everybody. We're live here at the Arrowhead, live every Sunday. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Welcome everybody. Happy Easter. Also happy 420. Take care of your bartenders. Take care of the band. If you got any questions, let us know. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're Hump Day Trio live here every Sunday at the Arrowhead Inn on the Jersey Shore. Put in the comments where you're from. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It makes you feel good. You sleep better at night. All right? And you can put a request in. Can't guarantee it, but I'll try to put it in the drawer and see if you can get it in for you. But definitely hit that subscribe, hit that like. And tell us where you're from. We're on the Jersey Shore. Where are you guys at?
water. Cocktails, cocktails. One killer. You can dance across the water. Cocktails, cocktails. One killer. You can dance across the water. Cocktails, cocktails. One killer.
What's up, Ivan? Thanks for watching, guys. Everybody that's here, appreciate it. My name's Neil Garthly. This is my channel. We're at the Arrowhead live here every Sunday here on YouTube. This is Hump Trio, my band. Got Drew Anderson on guitar, Mike Jackson on bass. My name's Neil Garthly. I'm a drum teacher. I own the Academy of Drums and Guitar. If you're interested in drum lessons or guitar lessons, hit me up. But thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe. Tell us where you're from.
Every walk around
All right, guys, we're Hump Day Trio. That was a Grateful Dead song called "They Love Each Other" by the Grateful Dead. There's another Grateful Dead song. We're Hump Day Trio. The comments we got
Come to figure out. Bring that fire around. When it comes to from you.
better not be getting out of line, dude. Thank you, Tennessee Tex. Appreciate it. And this channel's all about love, man. It's all about music. Love and playing the drums. So, thanks for watching, guys. We're Hump Day Trio. This is Arrowhead every Sunday live here on the YouTube. So hit that subscribe, hit that like, tell us where you're from.
Southbound.
Is that Mom? No wonder why it's quiet, because she's got that mask in front of her face. Don't scream into the microphone. The scouts gives them hero now. The scouts gives them hero down. So mama be early one morning, she's watering on down tree. So mama be early this morning, she's watering on down tree. Get over Patrick on the bass, everybody.
Vitor, what's up? What's up, Vitor? Thanks for watching from Brazil. And again, put in the comments where you're from, guys. We're on the Jersey Shore. So we're on the Jersey Shore. So where are you guys at?
Magic Jackson, everybody.
Thank you, guys. If you like what you're seeing here, please hit that subscribe, hit that like. Do it. It'll make you feel good.
He loves her. My uncle?
Got a nasty hum out of that pedal.
He's a fucking asshole. Asshole. I know. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. Like I said, hit that subscribe and like. We're on the Jersey Shore. Where are you guys at? So you could be added to the map. Tell us. Put in the comments where you're from. We had a rain in the house tonight, and I'm sure a bunch of other places. So where are you guys at? Brazil. Brazil was another place. It always amazes me that everybody around the world can get together like this. So tell me where you are at, and we can have some fun together. Let's jam out the night. We got 2 more sets. It's our first set. All right, man. We'll see you on the update show.
Precious, no more price. The center is blue. The interglacialized confusion now is lost now, leave it alone. Like a feeling, London crashes when all of them crying. This woman, she's waiting on hold. The angel opens her eyes.
What's up, Oxygen? How you doing? Welcome to the party. We're Hump Day Trio, everybody. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. What's up, Lou? How you doing, Lou?
Now we all know it's 420, so this goes out to all the smokers out
Yeah,
there.
happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Hopefully your day was beautiful. And it's also
All
420.
the cool kids. I'll come clean my room until you're high.
All right, guys. There's our first set. First set for the night. Happy Easter, everybody, on Easter. Natasha. No, we don't know that one. I'm sorry, Natasha. We don't know that song. But we're taking a little break right now. Mario from Fort Worth. All right. Excellent. Well, thank you. Got Texas in the house. And, all right, let's see here. Somebody just had a question for me. Actor Fresh, you're in the house and then you're gone. Goodbye. I'll see you later. Come on back, though. Comic Book Baker. Who was my favorite drummer? Comic Book Baker, if you're still there. So growing up, it was Alex Van Halen. And then it was Virgil Donati. And then I studied from Don Famularo. So he was a really famous drummer, so I loved him. Dave Weckl, Vinnie Colaiuta, Steve Gadd. You name it, they're all great. But currently, right now, some guy that kind of like I love to watch is Jay Calo from Spain. Some dude from Spain, but man, he shreds. So good, so good. So check out Jay Calo, Comic Book Baker. And Lou, thank you so much. Alris, so thank you again for coming in tonight. Happy Easter. Sharon. Bayville, all right. Well, we're here in Brick, so come on up if you're willing to drive. Come on up to Arrowhead Inn. It's backwards, but Arrowhead Inn. Come on up, Route 88, Brick. Come on up. Say hi. You can be on the live. All right. Carell, thank you so much. What's up? Hello. All right, guys, we're going to take a short little break. Oh, Big Loaded, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I know. That was awesome. I was like so happy that we made that. And we're now at 6,100, so probably even more than that now. But guys, hit that subscribe and like. I really appreciate it. Lincoln, what's up? In Tennessee, all right. Carell, thank you for watching. We're on the Jersey Shore. My name's Neil Garthly. This is my channel. I'm a drum teacher, guitar teacher. I own the Academy of Drums and Guitar. I do virtual lessons, in-person lessons. I've been doing it forever, 27 years. Taught over 70,000 half-hour lessons, so I've been doing it a long time. Taught thousands of students. And if you're interested, hit me up. Love to teach you. Seattle, Washington, all right. Free alien, awesome. Yeah, free the aliens. Paraguay, all right. All right, that's so cool. Alfredo, awesome. And so anyway, so I'm a drum teacher and all that stuff. And this is my band, Hump Day Trio. We got Drew Anderson on guitar and vocals, Mike Jackson on bass. I'm on drums, of course. And we live here every Sunday from the Arrowhead Inn in Brick, New Jersey. So hopefully you like it. If you do, please hit that subscribe. And if you're interested in lessons, hit me up. If not, just hang out and listen and have some fun. All right? We're going to take a short little break. We'll be right back. All right? Don't go nowhere. All right? Don't do it. You won't sleep good at night. Yeah, you do much better if you stay here and just hang out. So talk amongst yourselves. All right? So live every Sunday. Hang out. Got 2 more sets tonight, guys. So happy Easter. Happy 420. If you partake in any of that stuff, go take a break right now. And we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're on a short little break. We'll be right back, so hang out. Be tight.
That one just caught my eye. It's like, Like yours is. Look at it. Hi, beautiful. Let me say hi. I'll come out. So, they like the food though? Did he bring the ham cooked? So, well, were they? I like to do like a great
All right, guys. So we're taking a little break here. We're gonna come back in like 5 minutes ish. So let's see here. Big loaded. Big loaded. J Kalo. Jaykalo. I believe it's spelled. It's from Spain. Monster player. Monster player. Tennessee Tex, thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. All right. Filippo, sorry I can't read what you're saying, but yeah. All right, so again, guys, we're coming back here off of our break. Yeah, check him out, Big Loader. He's a freaking monster player. Yeah. So we're coming back from our break, guys. So we're Hump Day Trio. My name's Neil Garthly. We're from the Arrowhead here in Brick, New Jersey, right on the Jersey Shore. So put in the comments where you're from so you can be added to the whole thing. And all that fun stuff, hit the subscribe. Definitely do that so you can be notified when we're going to be playing again. I really appreciate everybody that's been hanging out here. And Tennessee Tex, appreciate it. Big Loaded, thank you for hanging out. We're about to start in a couple minutes, so hang with us, buddy. We'll be right in a couple minutes starting. Here we go. Never. Zerky Z's? Is that how you pronounce that? With that X? Zerky Z's? Yeah, we're going to get to it. Definitely. All right, we're Hump Day Trio, live here at the Arrowhead Inn in Brick, New Jersey, on the Jersey Shore. So put in the comments where you're from, guys. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, tell us where you're from. And am I right? Zerky Z's? Hey, yo! Chuck E. Cheese, got it.
Let's just come in. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
And happy 420. I don't know what that is. Mom, do you know what that is? Never heard of it. Don't forget, take care of bartenders, take care of your band. We got a tip jar up here. Got any questions, let us know.
Let us, the devils let us know.
Let us know.
Never heard of the...
I don't know what I'm going to do with you. So, come out this Saturday because we're going to be celebrating Jana's birthday. So,
next week.
It's a Willy Wonka themed party.
Yeah, Jana's birthday. That's going to be a fun birthday, but I'm not playing that show, so might not do it live. So, Chuck E. Cheese, thank you, and Alvis, thank you so much.
baby, I just don't know. Neil Garthly on the drums, everybody.
Johnny, what's up, Johnny? Happy Easter, my friend. Chuck E. Cheese, thank you so much, man.
I got everything that a man wants.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're Hump Day Trio live here at the Arrowhead Inn every Sunday. So hit that subscribe, hit that like.
That's always fun to do because I'm always playing the drums.
Yeah, Eddie said it. All right, that was awesome. Good job, Eddie. All right, again, Hump Day Trio. Hit that subscribe and like, guys. Do it.
Let's hear for Eddie Spaghetti over there. Woo! He's usually on the drums. Played for Dr. Chico. And what other band he plays? Oh no. I should have my
Johnny,
costume
thanks for
on.
hanging out tonight with us again. Let's hear it for Johnny. Another mod.
You are wearing your costume.
And let's hear it for Tennessee Tex for taking care of that whole first set, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Rock on to you, my friend.
Don't be a demon, just do
So,
it.
for those who are just joining us, hit that subscribe.
wasn't a ghost all along.
Right, off with his head.
Drew wearing the
Hey,
funny hat.
Scooby.
Again, we're Hump Day Trio, guys. Thanks for hitting us. And hit that like, hit that subscribe.
It's hot in here.
I burped in there, like, right before that. I was wearing it, I burped, and my face smelled like hot dogs.
So, guys, we're making an interactive map of kind of like Jose Monkey, where you get to see whoever is watching. Put in the comments where you're from if you want to be added to the map. Got a lot of people in the house. Who else is in the house around the world today? What's up, Cal? Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Tennessee.
She's actually
Thanks for
sitting on
helping me
my
out for the
fishing.
first set. Got Wolf sitting in
Sitting down on my high
and Johnny on the second set. So I appreciate it, Tennessee, for helping me out with that first set. I really do, buddy.
Yeah, but
So again, we're Hump Day Trio.
I don't
My
think
name's
she's
Joe
doing
Garthly.
that.
This is my channel. I'm a drum teacher, so if you're interested in lessons, let me know. Guitar
I would do
lessons
the
also.
same thing.
And this is my band, Hump Day Trio. We're live here on the Jersey Shore, so hit that subscribe and hit that like so you know when we play again. And put in the comments where you're from. We're on the Jersey Shore. Where are you at?
9 Kentucky. take away this falling Thank you.
Thank you so much, Billy. Really appreciate that, buddy.
deflated.
Shuffle's a hard groove. You got to work on it, man. So I've been doing it a long time, been teaching it a long time. So been in the Academy of Drums and Guitar, and been teaching forever. Taught thousands of students. So after a while, you get pretty good at the shuffle. But thanks for watching, man. Thanks for the comment. Really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe if you like what you see here.
I don't have a problem getting it up, right?
La 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 la.
Oh, sorry, Mom. I didn't know you were here.
Stop.
Thank you so
Somebody
much.
had to
Glad
get
that
it up.
flew in.
That's why you're here.
Appreciate it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, funny you mentioned that. Today's the day. Jesus Christ. Smoking 420, bitches. Woo!
Snoop Dogg has risen.
Don't forget this Saturday, Jana's birthday. Jenny Barnes Band. Bring your asses here. Alice in Wonderland theme, dress accordingly.
Willy Wonka.
Oh, Willy
get it?
Wonka, whatever.
Get out of here before you do a whole different party.
Willy Wonka.
Have faith. Be quiet. Take care, bartenders. Take care of the band. Don't listen to mom.
You know how well that works when he tells mom to be quiet.
Take care of your band. Take care of your bartender. She just gets louder.
All right. There is our second set. Wow. All right, guys. What is it? I love dogs and tits. My wife has on a shirt, it says hugs and nugs because it's 420. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Jawbones. All right. Wolf, thank you again. Mike P, thank you. Billy Mitchell. Yeah, he does have a beautiful PRS. It's that semi-hollow body. It's freaking amazing. I think it's the best sounding guitar I've ever heard, really. I mean, and I play guitar. It's one of the best. It's actually an amazing guitar. All right. You want to be on? You want to be on? All right, here's Amanda.
Hey.
She's a bartender here, so we got to say hello around the world. She's a bunny today. There she goes, hopping away. All right. So, oh yeah, Wolf, he was doing some good Hendrix music for sure. Definitely, for sure. Alaris, yes. Yeah, we don't know that one, buddy, I'm sorry. Let me see here. Let me scroll back a little bit because I'm always trying to catch up on the end. I scroll the other way. I should be scrolling to the top and going back down to the bottom. All right. That's what I should be doing. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Trying to find out where I am. All right. So anyway, here comes my wife. Come here.
To bust your balls.
She's gonna come bust my balls to tell me to get off this thing. But I want to say, let's say hi to my wife. Felt some Caliuta. Big loaded. Thank you again. Appreciate it. My beautiful wife. And Johnny, she's gonna do something. I can feel it. I can just feel the hair on the back of my neck starting to rise. That she's gonna do something.
I won't.
All right. Well.
Who's watching?
All right. Well, thank you so much. I don't know, 48 people.
Nice.
But,
Hi, 48 people.
But Wolf is here. Wolf is one of the people.
Oh, one of the, yeah.
And then Johnny.
Hi, Wolf. Thank you, Wolf.
And Johnny. And then Tennessee Tex.
Tennessee Tex.
So thank you guys again. Really appreciate it. They like his shirt. They think his shirt should be a band logo.
Wait,
I love
his
dogs.
shirt?
Drew's shirt. I love dogs and tits.
Yeah, mine's fun.
Yeah, hers says hugs and nugs.
Hugs and nugs.
Hugs and nugs.
Well, it says a naughty word on there, too. For my bitches.
Oh, for her bitches. Hey.
It's not a good angle. Can you go up here?
She wants to go up.
That's
All right, well, there you
so
go.
much better. I don't have a double chin.
Sky Set says great color. Wolf says great shirt. Thank you, Wolf, again.
He's
All
going
right.
outside with me. We'll
All
be
right.
back, though.
Yes, we're going to be back, guys. So thank you, anybody. And then good. Put in the comments where you're from so we can add you to the map and hit that
And tell
subscribe.
us what songs you want to hear.
Yes, tell us if
Because I
it's a
need to make a
song.
master list for them to redo a whole catalog of songs.
Joe Bone says hugs and tugs. I like that one better. Yeah, Jabos.
Jugs
yeah.
and tugs.
Yeah. I like that one.
How about Jugs and Tugs?
Jugs and tugs is even better. I think that's even better.
We're too fun.
All right, guys.
Come on.
So have a great break here. We're gonna take a short little break, and then we're coming back. And she. So we're gonna take a short little break. You got Wolf here.
No.
You got Wolf here to take over. Wolf, you got it, buddy. Short little break. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go nowhere. We got one more set. Hit the subscribe and tell us where you're from.
Patrick, it's Letty. He's working in Point Smart. He's going to get his food. He told him the secret. Now he knows something.
I don't know what the fuck it was.
You want a shot? On there.
Talk to mom. Talk to mom. Talk to mom. I gotta go. All right, guys. We're back. Thanks for hanging out. Let's spin you back around here. Thanks, Wolf. in the house. Your big drummer Matt Black in the house. All right. Yeah, Ronnie, I do the Pearl Eliminator double pedal. Pearl Eliminator.
Little Spinal Tap for you.
Yeah, I think we got the arrangement.
Right after this one. Right after this. I got you. But this goes out to Jane. Come out this Saturday for Jane's birthday. She's gonna be 19. And it's a Willy Wonka party. Jenny Barnes is gonna be here. So come on out.
Excited to check out this place. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do it live, but it's going to be a crazy party for Jada's birthday. Willy Wonka theme. It's going to be nuts. Great Jenny Barnes band is going to be playing. So, that is the shit.
trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep running down. As time goes by, still I try. Wrestle crossed out in my mind. On the window. Happy early birthday, man.
In my master's chambers, gathered for the feast. Sabbath with their stealing lies, but they just can't feel the beat. One thing I remember, I was running for the door. As I found the fancy time to the place I was adoring. The lights of the night, you were there to see. You can take it on anytime you want. Oh, that goes out to Jennifer and her dad, who's. Oh, and also Kara. Kara in the house. Hot stuff.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm going to serenade you guys for a little bit.
Thanks for watching, guys. We're Hump Day Trio live here at the Arrowhead. Thanks for coming. These play songs a little quicker. We're definitely more high energy jam band.
I want to hold me in without you. I won't take me without you. I look to you, but I see nothing wrong. to you, and I'll see it's true. You live in love, you go in the shadows. Look on the floor, you don't go around. So come down into your darkness. Close your eyes when I'm not there. Baby, I'm true. Dreams of life come over slowly. These dreams are hard without a home. You look at him until you're out. But it's now when you're Did I just say DJ Licious show up? There she is. Hopping on in here. I'm sorry we already played her song though.
DJ Licious in the house. Thanks for watching.
Hey Cindy. Cindy, do you want to sing a
Megan and
song?
Greg, thank you so much for the comments. Really appreciate it. Guys, hit that subscribe, hit that like so you know when we're playing. We go live every Sunday, but we do a lot of other shows. We had a busy weekend, man. Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend. So hit that subscribe. Tell us where you're from.
Let's give it up for my friend Cindy. Cindy, everybody. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Happy Easter. That's just coming in. Everybody who's just arriving, thanks so much. We're Hump Day Trio live here at the Arrowhead Inn. Every Sunday, hit that subscribe.
Let me get a refresh. I think it's humming because the pedal, the reverb pedal.
Get up here, House.
All right, guys, we got our other great drummer in this area, Matt Alec, getting up here from Desert Jellies.
Don't you listen.
So let's welcome Matt. All right. See you. Happy Easter, buddy.
Happy Easter, Bunny.
Happy Easter, bunny.
Let me hear alone. Get over house, everybody. I'm gonna sing now. Sin, house, time to go back to your restricted living. Resident living. on drums, everybody.
Don't you?
Let's hear it from Matt, everybody. Matt killed it. Yeah, man, got that loose grip, that nice feel. I love Matt's playing. He's one of my big, it's actually probably my first call for if I have to get a gig replaced.
Took the wrong drum.
So yeah, Matt's usually one of my first calls.
True works it.
Johnny, thank you so much. Good night, buddy. Until next time. We got Wednesday coming up.
Now we're approaching the
So
end,
this hump day.
but
we're
don't
gonna
forget
be
about the
humping with Hump
bartenders
Day.
working hard for you tonight. Also,
So,
don't
we
forget
got a
about
Wednesday
this
game
Saturday
this
for
week,
James'
so don't
birthday
forget about that
party.
one. Thank you, Johnny.
Jenny Barnes Flynn's going to be playing here. Also, open mic night jam over Wednesday with Shorty Long. This is the place to be.
Cal, thank you so much, Cal. Yeah, I try to make it real subtle.
I'll be here with my portable
But
stripper
those
pole.
subdivisions really help me keep the time, keep the feel.
You might have Playboy bunnies behind
And
the
it's
bar,
more
but you
interesting
don't
for
have to
me.
get sexy on the pole.
Makes it better for the listener, but they don't know what the hell's going down. It just sounds and feels good.
It's a sight. Thank you guys for hanging out with
Trick with the
us.
ghost
Happy
houses, you gotta
Easter,
keep 'em
happy
real
420.
soft.
We're Hump Day Trio. Special guest Jimmy No Hell on the congas. And everybody else like Mom, Cindy, House, and everybody came up and sang Cadillac playing drums. I'm gonna go out with another 10-minute song. thank you. You shush over there. Thank you for DJ Licious for just bringing her aura around us.
It's bringing her.
Deliciousness.
Yeah, she's bringing her deliciousness.
We like deliciousness.
All right.
And you used to be on. She's better when she's behind the mask.
Good
We'll
job,
see you.
Bobby.
We'll see you next Sunday for
All
Hump Day
right.
Trio. Thank you. Good night.
All right, guys. Yeah, there we go. There's our third and final set, guys. Crease Sauce, what's up? Hashtag free Neil. Neil is free. Yeah, man. All right, Crease Sauce. Love it that you're here, bud. All right. All right. So, Tennessee Techs, dude, you hung in the whole night, man. From second one, you were on there all night, dude. Hats off to you, buddy. Thanks for helping out with the mod and all that. Wolf coming in the reserve at the end there. Really appreciate it, buddy. You rock, dude. And also Johnny. I think Johnny left. He left for the night. But again, Johnny, rocking out, helping out for the mods. Guys, you really rock. I really appreciate it. And I really, really do. Let's see here. All right, Lorenzo, I'm just looking back at some of these comments, man, because I really can't read them when I'm playing. It's really hard. So that's I just try to see it when I can, you know, but it's hard. Brazil in the house. All right, man, we had so many people from like all around. We had like Poland, I think, tonight, and Iran. We had freaking Iran. It's fucking nuts. All right. Well, guys, thank you. Look at that. 135, guys. We almost got to 150, dude. That's pretty freaking good. So, hats off to you, my friends. All right. Happy Easter. Happy 420, guys. Got a week of busyness. We got Wednesday night. We're playing at Idle Hour. So, humping on the hump day. Actually, hump day on the hump day. So, Wednesday night. And then I got Friday night. I'm filling in with a different band. It's called Side Hustle. Another great player, Greg Oakes on the guitar, and Whitney. And then Saturday, it's here at Arrowhead again for Jana's birthday. The bartender, Jana, it's her birthday. So they're gonna have a big blowout party for her. Jenny Barnes will be playing that night. She rocks too. Another great musician on the Jersey Shore. And then Sunday, we're back here again at Arrowhead. So action-packed week, guys, like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're back at it. I'm teaching again all week. I'm teaching Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Teaching the drums and the guitar. If you guys are interested in drums and guitar, hit me up. I give lessons, high quality drum lessons, high quality guitar lessons, virtual and in person if you're in Jersey. So thanks again, everybody. Kai. Yeah, again, Kai, thanks for those great comments earlier. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. All right, just doing some quick little reading here. All right, again, hit the subscribe, guys. Please hit the subscribe and hit the like. Oh, we got 3 more out of it. 2 more out of it. Sorry, 2 more out of it. 135, 137 now. Hit that subscribe and like. Come on, you can do it. Just, come on. There's 41 of you. If y'all just hit it one time, we'd be like, come on, we'd be over the 150. It's easy. It's easy to do. All right, I gotta start packing up. Later, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe. Toodaloo, kangaroos. Last chance. Do it. See you Wednesday. Wednesday. Hit that subscribe.